Things have never been more complicated for Golden State. Not only was the chemistry horrific off the court, but it spilled on the court as well. When is the last time that you've seen a player getting this mad about a bad shot from a teammate? How about a coach in disbelief watching a contested three-pointer in the clutch? And this is how a reporter described the tension during the locker room interviews after this shot. This is the same championship team that had things going perfectly for them just a season ago. How is this possible? This is Golden State's biggest crisis of this dynasty, and to make matters even worse, they're considering if it's even worth keeping this team together. And there are some new reports on that, so let's get into it. Obviously, Steph Curry isn't going anywhere. He carried this team and is still a top 5, top 10 player in the league. But Klay Thompson's dreadful performance in the second round is casting some doubt. He went 5 for 14, 3 for 11, 3 for 12, and 3 for 19 in the final games of the series. This following season would be Thompson's last year of his contract and is going to make a whopping $43 million. This was definitely not a postseason worthy of that, but he did have a great regular season where he led the NBA in three-pointers made with 301 and did it at a terrific 41%. That's actually phenomenal. Even with that, however, the Warriors have to plan what happens after this season. Do they extend a 34-year-old Klay, and at what price? If they don't, then it's very tricky because you want to get some return for him and not just lose him in free agency, but at the same time, his contract situation makes him extremely difficult to trade and get a valuable return back. Things are equally as complicated with Draymond Green as well, who has a player option but obviously would terminate it if he gets a longer-term deal. He says that he wants it to be Golden State, but due to their clogged up salary cap, they might not be able to offer him as much as other teams. And seeing how great of a defensive season Green had, in which he was actually voted in the second team all-defense, contenders that are one piece away could pull the trigger. And the most obvious and the most talked about team, of course, is the Lakers. Green and LeBron are often hanging out together. Rich Paul is Draymond's agent and he's a huge LeBron fan. I mean, he even asked the team to let him fly to LA to witness LeBron's all-time scoring record in the middle of a Golden State road trip. That is absolutely crazy. So yeah, this is another decision for the Warriors front office. There's only one way to make everyone happy and pay up, but at this moment that's almost mission impossible. That is trading Jordan Poole. His contract extension kicks in and he is set to make $27 million per year. Jordan did not have a regular season worthy of that, but the playoffs is where things really went catastrophic for him and no team would ever want to trade for Poole. His production dropped from 20 to 10 points per game in the postseason, at 34% from the field and a miserable 25% from downtown. Add in the fact that he's a liability on defense, and I don't know which team decides to take him at this moment. So the Warriors may be stuck with him and their only hope is for a bounce-back season. But I don't know if that's even possible for him on this team given the entire atmosphere. Poole said it himself that the relationship between him and Draymond is strictly business, meaning that they're not even talking outside the lines and sometimes even on the court as we've seen. Poole doesn't want to even look at Green. And the front office has a difficult decision with yet another guy on this team. Jonathan Kuminga had a great stretch of about 20 games after the All-Star break, where he averaged 13 points per game in 24 minutes, playing great all around. But as the playoffs came, Wiggins came back to the team and Gary Payton entered the rotation and Kuminga's minutes almost vanished, dropping to just 6 minutes per game. So his agent and the team are having conversations about what's the long-term plan for him. Either they're going to play him or it would be better for everyone if they trade Kuminga. Overall, a lot of tension, a lot of difficult decisions, and the one question that remains, is this the end for the Golden State Warriors dynasty? Let me know in the comments what you think happens to this team, and get this Curry t-shirt and the link down below. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.